In the heart of Shimla, where mist rises gently from pine-scented hills, stands a building that once ruled over a subcontinent. They call it the Viceregal Lodge, a name born from power and authority. But why Viceregal? Because this magnificent estate was once the summer residence of the Viceroy of India, the monarch's highest representative in the British Raj. The man who, in the name of the crown, held dominion over 300 million souls. This lodge wasn't just a home, it was the seat of imperial command, where destinies were debated and history was written in hushed voices beyond heavy doors. Today, as I walk its stone paths and silent halls, I invite you to join me, not just to witness architecture, but to walk alongside the ghosts of empires. This is the Viceregal Lodge, and this is where history lingers. Commissioned in 1880 and completed in 1888, the Viceregal Lodge, also known today as Rashtrapati Niwas, was designed by British architect Henry Irving in the majestic Jacobethan style. Think turrets, arched windows, intricately carved woodwork, and high gables, a piece of Scotland transplanted into the Himalayas. It was bold, it was proud, it was deliberate. Because when the British ruled India, they made sure their presence felt larger than life, even on hilltop, 7,000 feet above sea level. But within these regal walls, not everything was beautiful. Let us fast forward to the most pivotal chapter of this building's story, the summer of 1947. India stood on the edge of independence. Inside this lodge, in a wood-panelled room upstairs, sat Lord Mountbatten, the last Viceroy of India, flanked by leaders of an awakening nation, Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Patel, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, and others. The conversations were civil, but the stakes were seismic. Within these walls, the Partition of India was negotiated. A line drawn not just on a map, but across the lives of millions. Families divided, trains filled with hope and horror. It was here that the idea of two nations, India and Pakistan, was born. And so, in the heart of this serene forest, history shattered into 1,000 stories. Today, when I step into the grand hall of the lodge, I don't just see carved oak and gleaming chandeliers. I hear whispers. I feel the weight of decisions, and I marvel at how quiet stone walls once echoed with the sound of changing futures. This library, yes, right here, is still home to over 40,000 rare books. Some are untouched, some simply forgotten. And yet, the air hums with intellect as if the pages still breathe. They speak of diplomacy, history, science, and war. Of empires that once believed they would never fall, but fall they did. And like all things imperial, the lodge too transformed. After independence, this grand estate was passed to the President of India, hence the modern name Rashtrapati Niwas. But today, it's no longer a seat of power. It has evolved into a temple of learning, now housing the Indian Institute of Advanced Study, where scholars from across the globe come to explore philosophy, politics, and literature. What a journey from colonial command to academic enlightenment. The gardens that stretch out like green carpets were once walked by queens and generals. Now they host tourists, students, and wanderers like me. People like you and me here not to command but to connect with our past, our history. And the view, the view. From the lawns of the lodge, the Shivalik ranges embrace the horizon. A timeless panorama of hills and hope, the same view viceroys once admired and enjoyed. And yet, how different the world has become. The Viceregal Lodge is more than a monument. It is a mirror of power, of politics, of progress. It reminds us that buildings can outlive empires, and that inside every stone is a story waiting to be heard. So, the next time you find yourself in Shimla, make your way to this magnificent hilltop. Let the Siddha scented air guide you. Let your feet follow the same gravel path we walk today. How to get here? The Viceregal Lodge is located on Observatory Hill, about 3 kilometers from the Shimla railway station and 2.5 kilometers from the Mall Road. You can simply take a cab, an auto, or simply enjoy a scenic walk uphill through forested lanes. Entry tickets are modestly priced and guided tours are available to take you deeper into its fascinating interiors. Whether you are a lover of history, a student of architecture, or a traveler seeking silence with a story, this place simply welcomes you. Thank you for joining me on this timeless morning walk through the Viceregal Lodge. If this story moved you, if the silence of history spoke to your heart, please do subscribe to 365 Morning Walks. Together, we will continue to explore the forgotten corners, the majestic monuments, and the echoes of time, one walk at a time. Until our next journey, keep walking, keep wondering.